Hi, I'm Jim Rowland, president of Bentley Rowland Printing. We're a commercial print shop here in Chester County, Pennsylvania. We have all aspects of printing, from digital all the way up to the high-end UV printing and everything in between. Plus we do some mail services as well. We started with AMS in spring, I think it was April of 2008. We finished up, I believe it was end of July 2008. The consultant was here at least 2 days a week, 12 hours a day, worked like a dog right next to me, and he did a fantastic job. It was pretty evident fairly quickly with AMS that they don't care what business you're in, small business, medium business, printing, didn't matter what it was. There's some basic rules of thumb for running a business, cash flow, systems that need to be in place at whichever level you're at. And Peter and Doug McDermott, the other fellow who came in a little bit on the accounting side, really, drove us to focus on what we were doing and how to fix it and how to repair it. They found out we had great people, which is probably common in most small businesses, but they said you had bad systems, and I absolutely agree with them. We rectified the systems. They help us rewrite some things. We did some things differently. They didn't teach us how to print. They didn't teach us anything like that. They only taught us, how to run a business, whether it's this business or the business down the street. Some of the same principles stay in place. They limited the risk with the audit process being a fairly inexpensive process, which, financially obviously is a smart move. And they also put it as a one-day contract. Their whole mantra was, hey, if you don't like us, pay us to the day and we're out of here, and we can end it whenever we wanted. We weren't locked into a 3-month, 4-month big bill. The survey process, the questions were good, they were solid. The incorporating the other people in the company really meant a lot to me, because it meant it was going to be a company-wide thing and not just a presidential and or ownership thing. It's not an us and them thing. They really, a lot of the impact that came from the results of the audit process were driven by the employees here. So we thought we had good communication, unbeknownst to us, we actually didn't, between ownership and management. And so we worked hard with our supervisors, and through the audit process, a lot of that came out. It was tough love for the most part. They were pretty adamant that you had to do the right things if you really wanted to get past your issues in your company. We actually walked away from $1 million worth of business, which was significant, but it was business that was unprofitable, and it was clear as day that we were better off without the business because we were paying to do it and losing opportunities on profitable business. So having our eyes open to what things to focus on really helped, move us forward. AMS helped us a lot of ways. They didn't come in and just tell us what was wrong. They also came in and helped us. The consultant was fantastic, Peter Gordon, who worked with us day to day, and he really came in and rolled up his sleeves with us, went elbow to elbow, saw where our pinch points were, helped us out from the accounting side, really spoke to us a lot up there on days collections, billing processes, a lot of procedures, standard operating procedures, all the way up to job descriptions, handbooks, all the little things that you take for granted in business. They kind of formalized and memorialized actually in writing for our business, and helped us train our managers along the way. And it was kind of an all buy-in group, which really worked out really well communication-wise for our company. We never once thought about backing out of it. Never crossed our minds. We were on to the next thing, and moving mountains basically. The biggest benefit that we've got from it is going into the recession. We haven't received the amount of profits we would have, but in our industry, we did remain profitable, and we were able to make the cuts necessary along the way, the tough decisions, be it personnel, equipment, or whatnot. As we went, we had some reporting that were done. Our flash report that was developed gives me a weekly report of exactly where the company stands. So as cuts needed to be made, or tough decisions needed to be made, or financing needed to be captured, we didn't wait to find out till the end of the quarter. We kind of knew, and we were ahead of it. We managed to stay ahead of it. Our bank was happy to see our gross profit going up, even though our revenues actually dropped by significantly over the last couple years, up till this year. So the bank actually came in and asked me how I did that, and I pulled out the AMS book and said, I have a lot of money invested in this and a lot of time that says that I know why and how we did it. After it was offered out there, Ms. Cloutier sent me the book with a nice letter and said, hey, I'd like you to read this. My response to the book was I read it right away first weekend. I bought 3 or 4 more copies, gave it to all my senior management, made them read it. And I have copies in my office that I hand out to people as they start them on my management team to understand who they're with these days and what I'm about. Is it for everyone? You got to look inside yourself and make sure that you really want to change. If you do and run your business, you can. You can't run and hide from it. It is what it is. And if you don't have the stomach for it, don't do it. If I was in a position where I needed them for something, I feel I could pick up the phone, call them. I still get calls every once in a while from an auditor or from the old consultant or Doug or somebody that, how's it going? And I feel like I got an open line to lay it out there for them if I needed them, if I got into a pinch or if I was doing something, that I thought that they could really help me with, that I needed the confidence to do something, that I would call on them again in a heartbeat. Good?
A little bit more would be great. And actually, if you don't mind, I'd like to shoot over the shoulder while you're doing that. Positives? Why, because they just go by in a blur? Yep.
That's how mine goes.